Hi friends, welcome back to Farm 812. I want to start today's video by giving a great big thank you to all of those that have been watching our videos and if those that have subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you along on this journey. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button below. It is free for you and it helps me so I can continue to make these videos for everyone. Today's video is going to be about the one item in your home that you need to stop throwing away. And to everyone's surprise, it is your dryer lint. So come along for today's video and let me show you why you must stop throwing that out with the trash. Let's take a look. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a large ball of dryer lint. I have a used dryer sheet fabric softener. I will show you how we're going to combine the two to create this right here, but I also have a toilet paper roll holder as well, just the old cardboard shell. So dryer lint makes a wonderful fire starter. Now, I'm not going to candy coat it. There are much better methods for fire starting that last a lot longer. Give you an opportunity to start your fire. There are ones that burn up to something like 8 minutes or more. That is not what this video is about at all. This video is about creating a fire starter that is still a great method, but is something that you can do free of cost because most people already have these items on hand. Now, we don't all use the dryer sheets, I understand that, but even if we were to take that out of the equation and just have a ball of lint, you still have a wonderful fire starter. And I don't know anyone who is without toilet paper these days, but so you'll have these for free as well at the end of each usage. But again, I'm going to incorporate these for those that do use that as well, and I'll explain all the methods. But if you take a little clump off of your lint and place it in the center of your dryer sheet and just give that a little roll, then you can tuck these two ends. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do it one-handed here, but you can tuck those two ends, create a knot, and you'll end up with this here. Now there's lint in the center of that little ball there, and the ends, this is what you can use to begin lighting the fire. And this will burn a sufficient amount of time to allow your fire to catch. So again, this is using free items that you already have on hand. It's a great method. Now, this is great for those of us that have a fireplace and burn wood through the winter, but this is also great if you just are campers and like to have a campfire. So just remember, these are items that you already have in your home that you could be saving to create a free method fire starter. Now, if you want to go a little more above and beyond, as you get these empty toilet paper rolls, you're just kind of do a bump up on your fire starting capabilities by taking, again, your used lint from the trap, tuck that down into your roll until it's kind of compacted. So it would take pretty well all of this. Get that pushed down in there. There you go. That was just about the perfect amount. So you kind of push that down in there a little bit tightly. Okay. And there you go again. You can place this into your fire, light one or the other end, or both, and you have another method. And this would obviously burn longer than one of these. So both great options. Now let's say you simply have only the dryer lint. Again, you can still use this as fire starter just as it is. Just plop a clump of it down in there, give it a good light, And again, you're going to have a great fire starter as well. So start collecting your lint and have these on hand, because like I said, this is your free option for a great fire starter. In conjunction to being a great fire starter, there are a lot of uses, repurposing uses for dryer lint. You can give it a search and come up with all sorts of ideas, but some of the ones that I know of are, again, the fire starter. Also, I have heard of people using lint to restuff some of their children's stuffed animals. Like if it gets a little rip in it and some of the stuffing has come out, they've used dryer lint to kind of tuck it back in and sew it back up. I never would have thought of that on my own, but I thought that was a really neat idea to reuse some of your dryer lint. But also, if you have like cotton or wool blends in your lint, so, you know, especially through the winter time, if you're saving it up through that, it can make a really great compost as well for gardening and all that, for your bedding. So again, there's just all sorts of uses. So stop throwing away your dryer lint. There, you will be able to find a purpose for it. Now, you may be asking where you're going to store all of those little lint fire starters. Well, for me and my family, we have saved some of our old Christmas popcorn tins, and this is where I store all of those. I'll give you a little peek inside here. I use these because they are water safe, and the lids tend to seal pretty tightly. So in the event that the area I store these in would become flooded or something crazy like that, they're going to be safe. But I'll give you a peek inside there. So I have all these little starters that I've worked on. And again, you can build these, you know, at any number of tins that you can fill up. They stack on top of each other nicely and can be tucked away easily. So that's just one idea of how you can, where you can put these for storage. Okay guys, I also wanted to take a moment in today's video to just re-encourage you to continue to build your pantry stocks, and don't just think kitchen, don't just think food. We all have a personal care item pantry as well, if you will. So don't forget to continue to stock up on those items as well. That's just as important as having food, is having some of those personal care items. So when I am stocking my pantry, I get extra foods, like I said, routinely to add to our pantry stock. But I also get those personal care items. So extra items that I keep on hand are some of our shampoo and conditioner. Not only is that just great to never be in the middle of a shower, find out you're out of one or the other shampoo or conditioner and not have any on hand, that's horrible. But it ensures that you always have extra. But then again, like I said, if there's ever a reason why you can't quickly get to a store or the shelves are just bare, you'll have this on hand. So think ahead on that as well, and have more than just one extra supply. Always make sure that you're continuing to add to that and have several months worth on hand. So shampoo, we also have our body wash soap. We buy the large refills of toothpaste. Don't forget deodorant, that's pretty important as well. And as you'll see, I try to buy some of those value packs where there's just more than one, so the deodorant, this is a double pack, and the toothpaste, this is a 3-pack. So think out, think in those terms as well, to have plenty of extra on hand. Q-tips, all these small things that if you all of a sudden had to do without, you would notice their impact. So have some of those convenience items on hand, your personal care items, especially if you're someone who, deeply values makeup and those sorts of things. Think ahead on that as well. I know that those have, expirations that you don't want to hold on to too long, but just think ahead. Hairspray, those sorts of things. Be additionally stocked on those items as well. Don't forget things like razors as well. We don't want to be a bunch of hairy creatures walking around that are starving. So just some ideas. And don't forget, if you are a person who wears contacts, have extra solution on hand for that as well. That will be vital to, you know, being able to continue to wear your contacts if for an extended period of time you can't get items from a store. So just continue to add to your pantries. Don't think of it just in the kitchen as well. Take it on into the bathroom and think about all those areas that you can just add to your pantries and become a little more prepared. So once again, guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It is free for you and it definitely helps me. We had a rainy morning here on the farm, which was much needed for our garden, but it looks like that's beginning to clear off. So I'm gonna head outside and do a little garden picking today. I can't wait to see you guys again. Be sure to check out one of these other videos that I have. Find some good tips and tricks. And until the next video, I'll be praying for you guys. See you then.